Now, Donal Skehan has stayed with us and he's making chicken it's no coddle.
It's no coddle. We're just talking about... so you didn't make a shepherd's pie for us now?
You didn't make a shepherd's pie.
They're all in the book, Alan. So you have
I'm
the book.
saying you're famous. This is a fab shepherd's pie, though. Beef shin, and lasagna, the beef shin lasagna.
Yeah, well, that one is coming up on the show on Wednesday night. Donald's Family Kitchen, sponsored by Spar, and that is literally the opener of the show.
Plug there?
Yeah, it is the Spar. I've been working with them for 11 years. You have to do it. You have to do it. But yes, I mean, it's those classic recipes that people are looking for, and I think in lockdown, this really was a thing. You know, shepherd's pie was the big one, lasagna another one. But what I'm going to make for you today is a very simple one, and you know, as much as we're looking for comfort food, we're also looking for those quick dinners and the one-pot dishes. Yeah. So this is a perfect example of it.
Could I make this?
Alan, I have seen various moments of you cooking in this kitchen, and I think absolutely, based on that, you could make
it go in a toaster.
I'm sure you did
the TikTok. Press ping on this?
You could probably do that. It's essential. So look, I've started off. So smoky chicken tacos, very simple. I would say, I know you've had Lily from
Ramirez.
Picado. Yeah. She does these beautiful tacos you can get in Picado in town in Dublin. But smoky chicken tacos, very simple to do. In a bowl, I've marinated some chicken, some onions and some garlic with a little bit of olive oil, sea salt, black pepper, and I would add in your spices, and this is where the smoky element comes. So I've got some chipotle chili mix here. You can get this in most supermarkets now. And you're just going to sprinkle that in alongside some cumin. So that plus a little bit of sugar is going to give you...
Just about a tablespoon or something?
It's about a tablespoon or so, but instantly you should be able to smell that as soon as it goes in the pan.
When you say you marinated it, like marinated it in what and for how long?
Well, so, I mean, this is where you can do this literally as you come in the door, or you can do it in advance. So, like morning of, I'm a big fan of doing a bit of prep in the morning time.
Yeah.
And one thing that I love to do is like have things like this sitting in a marinade, a little bit of lime juice, a little bit of...
In the fridge.
And your spices, because it'll just permeate the meat, and a bit of salt will help as well. So I'm just trying to get this came back up again. Okay, we're back to business. But yes, as soon as you have that bowl filled with your spices and all those things, you can pop that straight in the pan. Now, the top tip here is get your pan smoking hot, because I think a lot of people, when they're cooking at home, they
have a fear of it.
I know, and I think it is, you know, if you have a very sensitive smoke alarm like I do have in my house, I have to open all the doors before I start. So you do want to get it really smoky.
Burn on the outside before it cooks inside.
But you see, that's kind of what we're looking for. So you don't want to get it to black burned, but you do want that sort of smoky char to catch. And a lot of times, if you start chicken or any meat like that or protein in a low pan, you're just never going to get that searing. You're never going to get that browning effect. So that's essentially what we've done here. And you can see with just that little bit of spice and that little bit of heat and time, you've got gorgeous things happening in here. While that's frying off, give it a little squeeze just towards the end with a little bit of lime juice, and it's just the sweetness, the sharpness that will work really well with the chicken. So let that cook out. And again, this is the sort of thing you could be doing as soon as you come in the door. Chop your chicken, chop your onions, chop your garlic, get them in, marinate them and sit. While that's happening and while they're cooking out, I have two little things that I've prepped up. The red cabbage, a great staple store cupboard or kitchen fridge ingredient because it lasts for ages. I don't know about you, but my kitchen fridge has always got veggies that look a bit sad at the end. But the one thing that lasts is red cabbage. So we're just going to treat that really easily with a little bit of salt, a little bit of lime juice and a little bit of sugar. So it's kind of creating a very quick pickle, but it's that kind of texture and crunch that's going to go really well with our chicken, which I have to keep an eye on. Essentially, what you should be left with is three or four core elements that can come to the table. You've got your lovely warm chicken, you've got your onions, and I've made up some guacamole, so very simple, with some soft avocados. Take two of them, squeeze them with lime, lots of coriander, give them a good bash up, or in a food processor. I feel I'm losing the two of you now. You're still with me.
No, do you put any red onion and stuff in there? Just simple, just avocado and lime?
Yeah, it's one of my favourite. Like, I think with guacamole, you think too complicated, but actually it's avocados, lime juice, coriander, salt.
Do you know what? Can we taste it? I'm getting so hungry here.
Look, Carl just eats avocado all the time because he thinks it's good for you, but it is good for you. Avocado
it's a good fat. It's a good fat.
Yeah.
So with the tortillas, another little tip, and if you get the good stuff, you can get the regular tortillas in a packet. They're flour tortillas, but what you need to do is add a little bit of heat to them. So typically when I'm at home and I do this, I like to add them over the flame. So tongs over a hot flame and just toast them until they go nice and charred. We're going to add a little splodge of guacamole on each side. we're going to get in there with our gorgeous chicken, which should be done at this point now. The onions are key here because they're going to add a little bit of sweetness in with that smokiness.
We have a minute left. We need.
We're a minute left. You always do this to me. Okay,
it's like the countdown.
Oh, jeez, you'll have it falling out your mouth now in a second. Hang on, here we go. So look, get your chicken and your onions in there. A little bit of that pickled veggie action. So I've got the cabbage, and then I've also done exactly the same with the lime juice, sea salt, and sugar with the onions. And then finishing touches here are, of course, you've got to go in with some coriander, which is absolutely gorgeous, really fresh flavours. And they just bring alive a little dish like this. Little squeeze of lime juice over the top, and that is one of my favourite little suppers from the book, from the TV show.
Lads.
Check it out. Very simple.
Just gorgeous.
So pickled cabbage and pickled onions.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
There we go.
Really
we're going to have one.
Well, yeah, of course we're going to have one.
Oh, yeah.
You hardly think if he did this, we're not going to eat it.
Here, you might need this now. I'll pop that over there.
Yeah.
But again, with your flour tortillas, heat them in a nice hot pan or get them toasted over a gas stove, and you will have. And you should cut to this because this is fantastic.
Oh.
How are they?
Oh, delicious. The pickled onions as well. Really good.
Right, yeah.
Good, good.
Everyday cook, Donald. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Number 10.
Coming up, number 10 what?
Number 10, the cookbook. It's the 10th cookbook.
Not Boris
Didn't you read your notes this morning, for God's sake?
Coming up next, you can set your watch by him. Gadget Man Colin Baker has a roundup of the best smartphones on the market.